Okay, this Java OCA video is going to take us through a coding example in BlueJ. We're going to execute in BlueJ, but then we're going to execute the same program in the Mac OS terminal. And then at the end, we have some comments regarding this program and how it pertains to the OCA exam. So the first thing we're going to do is create a new project in BlueJ to keep our Java OCA programs for our course all in one place. The project is basically a folder on your system. So you're going to go to the BlueJ menu, click the project button, select new project. Then when the dialog box comes up, you will type Java OCA as the project name. This will create a folder on your system called Java OCA. And after we create our new project, we see here's our project folder. We're going to click on the new class button, and the name of our class will be called Try Stuff Out. Open up the Try Stuff Out class, delete the default code that BlueJ provides, and type in the code I have given you here. So you'll have a main method. You will declare an integer variable a on its own line, and then you will assign a value to it inside of the println parentheses, and so on and so forth. So copy this code into the class. After you're done copying the code into the class, you will compile it. And then after you compile it, you come back to your folder. You will right-click on the Try Stuff Out class, and then select the main method from the dropdown. And when you call the main method, notice that you have these empty parentheses. Make sure that they stay there, and then you click the OK button, and this should be the output that you get from the program. So now that we've gone through executing the program we created in BlueJ using BlueJ, we want to do the same thing, but this time we want to do it through the Mac OS terminal. This is something that you need to have some knowledge of for the OCA exam. We will do what we can on our systems and explain the rest in this presentation. There are some things we won't be able to do though. So the first thing you should do is open up your Finder, and in your left pane here, you should find your home directory. You see that my home directory has a little house with J on it. Your home directory should have a house with your student ID number on it in place of the name. Once you click on that, it opens up your home directory you see up here, and these are all of the folders in it. You should be able to search and find your Java OCA folder, which was created by BlueJ. You will double click on it to open it and see the contents. And once you see the contents, this is the source code. This is what you typed in. And after you pressed the compile button and it compiled, it gave this file in the same folder, which contains the bytecode. The bytecode is needed for the JVM, that is the Java virtual machine, to execute your program on your operating system. So we wanted to find this folder in this trystuffout.class file so that we can access it through the Mac OS terminal and execute the program that way, because that is a topic that you need some knowledge of for the OCA exam. Now, if you go to your applications folder, through your Finder window you can find it. I have my applications connected to my dock. After you open the applications folder, you should be able to find a utilities folder. Open that, and inside the utilities folder will be the terminal app, and you will open that application up. When you do open up that application, you will get this screen. This is the terminal window. Notice that my home directory is what's listed there. We don't want the home directory. That's not where our Java OCA Try Stuff Out file is. It's inside of the Java OCA folder. So we are going to type cd. CD stands for change directory, and the name of the folder, which is Java OCA, and then you're going to hit the enter button. So here is our folder. We changed the directory to here. Now we're going to type in our command. And what this command tells us is to execute a Java program. So once you type that command in there and you hit enter, you see here is the output. The output is the same as what we had in BlueJ. So this is just a recap. Um, so this is just to explain that you could compile through a terminal window. However, our school MacBooks do not have a Java development kit or JDK installed, so we're not able to do this part on the MacBooks that we have. So these windows are just showing you that you could change your directory to the Java OCA, but now see the command is different. Java with a C means that you're going to run the compiler, and we're not running it on the trystuffout.class, we're running the compiler on the trystuffout.java because that is the source code. And if this were to work, it would have created the trystuffout.class file in our Java OCA folder. We did that with the BlueJ compiler because we do not have a JDK, but it works the same way. It would have compiled it and we would have executed it afterwards using the Java try stuff out command, and it would have worked still. But, so this is just a recap of what I just said. Java C works on a .java and it converts source code to bytecode. And then Java without the C means we're going to execute the bytecode, and that works through the JVM. So some comments on the code. This is the code that you typed in. I've numbered them lines 1 through 9. And here are some comments. Notice that on line 4, we can assign a value right inside of the println. We did not have to assign it prior. And it will execute, and it will execute and print out 3 all in that same line while assigning a value. If you look at line 5, we need parentheses around the a minus 5 because this is a literal string. The plus is a concatenation, and if we didn't have parentheses, the a would have been concatenated, or the value stored by a would have been concatenated to the literal string, and that would have left the equals 5 not connected to a variable, and this would throw a compile time error. These are some of the subtle things in code that you have to be aware of and be able to answer whether it would execute or have a compile time error. The Java OCA course is testing how good of a compiler you would be, a human compiler. Looking at line 6, this is just to show us that the double plus comes before the A, so it will update the value for A, and the printed value will be the updated value. So just a recap here. Line 4 prints 3, line 5 updates A to 5 and it prints 5, line 6 updates A to 6 and it prints 6, but line 7 is going to print 6 and then update A to 7 afterwards. That is because the plus plus is after the A here, and the plus plus is before the A in line 6. So line 7 will still print out a 6, but after it prints it out, it will update A to 7, which is why if you look at line 8, it's just printing A without any update, and it will print 7 because it was updated to 7 with the previous line. So this is just understanding that we can update the value of A before or after the line executes, and we should be able to determine what values will actually be printed. So that ends this presentation. You can now review it again, take notes, and continue on to your next assignment.